Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
And we're back with another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast with your host, Ben Reynolds. We have Taylor Gatwood in the house. Tyler, he's off today, but we enjoying our Friday afternoon, bringing y'all the sports. You know, we had a game this past yesterday, so it was the Cowboys versus the Buccaneers, and man, I'm just glad football is back, and you know, fall's coming in, so all the hot weather is passing on. I'm just glad, man, to see some sports on TV. What about you, Gatwood?
I feel the same way, man. It was so good to watch some NFL last night. That was a great game to start off the season. I thought the Cowboys looked really good. The Buccaneers, they had a few too many turnovers, but other than that, they looked pretty good. It was just a good way to start off the NFL season.
Oh, most definitely. It was a solid game. It was exciting. First, I thought it was going to be a defensive type game, but, man, you saw the offense start cooking. We actually went to my in-laws to watch the game, so I had my brother-in-laws and my father-in-law. We all in the fantasy league too, so it was pretty, it was pretty funny watching the game because someone had like Zeke, and he was playing against the guy that had CD Lamb, and he was like over there falling out on the couch.
Yeah, CD was non-existent. Zeke was non-existent last night.
Man, was he not? Man, we're going to get into that, though, because it was just a lot of stuff going in this game. I was just, like, kind of scratching my head about certain things. But overall, you just saw, the Cowboys rise up. And they really showed me some kind. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a blowout. But the Cowboys, man, they were resilient. So anybody, if y'all didn't catch the game, the Cowboys, they lost to the Buccaneers yesterday, and like I said, it was close. It was a tight game all the way up to the fourth, but the score was Buccaneers 31, Cowboys 29. Just from watching the game in itself, I thought the Cowboys' game plan was kind of one-dimensional. I don't put it like that. We saw Dak throw the ball so much.
58 times.
So much. And what'd you say, Gatwood?
He threw it 58 times.
58 times, man. And I don't know if that was the whole Cowboys game plan going into this game. I hope it wasn't, but they kind of got away from it. You can saw in the first half. I believe like Zeke only had like 4 carries in the first half, which is unexcusable.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how you expect to beat a deep, even though Tampa Bay defense didn't look the same like it was last year, but you gotta feed Zeke, man. You got to.
You can't be a one-dimensional team against good teams.
Exactly. Are they trying to outdo Tom Brady?
Not with those weapons, man. You can't do that.
Exactly. So let's start off with the Cowboys. So let's start off breaking them down. All right, so they had a couple of drives where they stalled, and I feel like they left a lot of points on the field also. But when you throw the ball 58 times, that looked pretty solid. I give him that. When I was doing my fantasy draft, I kind of stayed away from him. I could have got him plenty of times, but I kind of just like, I don't know if he's 100%, and he showed me last night they 100% plus more. I thought CD Lamb showed out, Amari Cooper. Them two, they're going to be a pretty good dang on duo for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper had 13 catches for 139, 2 touchdowns. It was so crazy. Cooper said he feel like he's the best receiver in this game. So I feel like he had something to prove to everybody. Like he was burning cornerbacks, running crisp routes, and his route run is really underrated.
It is. I think he's up there with Devontae.
It is. He's up there most definitely. It's very underrated. And CeeDee Lamb went from 7 catches for 104 and 1 touchdown. I just like the overall aspect of their passing game, but not so their running game. And like I said, they squandered plenty of chances to score touchdowns. They missed Greg Soline. I didn't know this, but he had back surgery, and he missed key field goals. He missed 2
Yeah,
of them.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. One was like a short kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, really short, like 30-something yards, I think.
Mm-hmm. And he missed 2 field goals. One was a long attempt, so I don't fault him for that. So they left 6 points right there. They were driving before halftime, and they stalled, and they ended up punting. So,
and he missed the extra point.
Yeah, and the extra point. So I feel like they could have scored a touchdown and at least 6 points. Well, we'll say they could have scored 9 points, and 9 points would have gave them enough to win this game. And the overall aspect of watching the Cowboys play, I thought the offense stellar, but the defense. Did Tom Brady get sacked this game?
I don't remember any pressure, honestly.
I don't either. I remember him standing back there like a statue.
Off the top of my head, I watched the game. I don't even think he did get sacked.
Yeah, I think they had pressures, but I don't think they didn't record any sacks. Let me check real quick. But when it comes to mine, I don't remember him getting sacked. I mean, like I said, they had pressure, all that type of jazz. But when it comes
most of the game, he was just straight chilling in the pocket.
Yeah, he had 0 sacks. So they were giving Tom Brady all this time to throw and shred him. And let's admit, the Cowboys' back end is not that great. I mean, Diz did do a good job on Evans, but the rest of the guys they're not that good. I'll just put it like that. We saw them give a big play to AB. Like, where's the safety, my guy? Where is the safety? Where is the help?
Well, they got Keanu Neal. He's a box safety. So.
Yeah, he is. Saints used to cook him up all the time. Drew used to love to see Neal back there on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense just didn't show up. D. Lawrence, he was getting stalled at line by the Buccaneers' great tackle. So I understand that. But with the rest of the guys, they try to bring pressure. It just wasn't getting there. They were just kind of like questionable calls from the defense side of the ball, where they sent like an all-out blitz on the goal line. Who sends an all-out blitz on the goal line? And you expect your DN to cover Gronk?
Yeah, that was pretty rough. That was a great play design, though. I like that play a lot.
It was a heads-up play by Gronk, too, to kind of just realize what was going on. And Tom Brady realized as soon he snapped the ball what was coming. He already knew.
Gronk looked elite last night.
Who was that?
Gronk, he looked elite last night.
I know. Hey, I was about to tell you because I seen something in fancy that you did.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked that you did it.
Because I didn't know he was going to be like that, bro. That was stupid. I don't know why I did that.
So you already know what I did, right?
You claimed him.
Yeah, I put my claim in. So I saw it. I always check the waiver wire. Just see what guys doing during the middle of the week. And I seen that, I was like, he didn't know this. And I didn't know it either. So I don't fault you for that. I don't fault you not one bit.
I thought he was going to be last year, Gronk. But no, that dude, he must have done something in the offseason.
Yeah, he
AB too. AB looks like prime. He looked like prime AB last night.
Yeah. Dang, his name escaped my mind. But he wasn't lying about when they asked about AB during the preseason. He said he looked like prime still as AB, like he's back to where he used to be.
Yeah, they said he got his knee scoped.
Yeah, well,
his knee got scoped.
He had what?
He got like his knee scoped in the off season, and that was like And then like after he got his knee scoped, he was feeling good again.
Oh, I see. That makes a lot more sense. Bruce Arians. Yeah, he came out and said that. I didn't believe him. And actually went against somebody in fantasy that had AB. But I was thinking, like, man, AB going to be the same. But he really showed out. And the Cowboys, I give more credit to Buccaneers making mistakes than the Cowboys defense coming up with the plays, the turnovers. Even though D. Lawrence had the ball, he punched the ball out. But the rest and the Fournette, it was Chris Godwin fumble at the 2-yard line. I feel like he was trying to do too much stuff just going down. And, that hit came in and he fumbled. And the interception off Fournette hands wasn't the defense. It was more Fournette not catching the ball and Ronald Jones fumbling the ball. So it was kind of like mistakes made by Buccaneers that they almost cost them the game. But
I thought Brady played a flawless game too. Even though he had 2 picks, those 2 picks weren't even like real picks. I mean, the one that was Fournette hit him right in the hands, and then the other one was a Hail Mary before halftime.
So I don't count them turnovers on the Buccaneers. On the defense just making me plays. I credit the Buccaneers just not taking care of the ball like they should. And I want to say one more thing about Zeke. Do you think Zeke is it more him not being on the same level where he used to be, or is more of them not running the offense through him anymore?
I think, it's going to be tough to judge off of one game, but I think maybe that was just their game plan last night, which isn't smart because you can't be one-dimensional. So we'll see what they do like when they play next week, because like that doesn't make any sense to have Zeke and not run him,
And it might be a little bullish on my part. I'm not saying Zeke is done, but I just don't like him under McCarthy offense. I just don't like it. I saw it last year where he came disinterested in the game, where he wasn't prime Zeke. And I just feel like he's getting lost in his offense. Like he really should be the focal point, the bell cow. But for some reason McCarthy ain't, or it might be Kellen Moore. He might not be calling the right plays for him. The run game is like non-existent. And
Tony Pollard looked better than him last night.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing last night. I said, man, Pollard, he looked explosive. He looked decisive.
He did.
He's catching the ball really well, and he ran hard. Like, he was breaking tackles and gaining extra yardage. I'm like, Zeke ain't doing that. Like,
Do you remember when I think the Cowboys, it was like 3rd and goal on the Bucs 2 or 3 or something like that, and they did that pitch play to Zeke, and all you had to do is beat that one corner. Like prime Zeke would have like made a move and scored on that, but he just got tackled. Yeah.
And everybody I listen to Shannon and Skip and some other guys talk about that block on that corner. I feel like it was a block that should have went to the inside, because when I look at Jarwin was unsure. He didn't know he bounced it to the outside, to the corner, went to the outside, and he lost containment. Man, I don't know. I'm not a professional. Shannon Sharp said he whiffed on the block, so I'm not gonna disagree with Shannon that Blake Jarwin just completely missed the block. But I think it was like designed maybe to go in the inside. I might be naive because I'm not a pro, but it just seemed like Blake Jarwin didn't, the way he was trying to block him, he was trying to block him for him to go on the inside instead of the outside. And when he took it to the outside, the corner just ripped away and went to the outside. Maybe he should have been more aggressive on the block and drove into him.
Yeah, Jarwin did look pretty dumb on that play.
Yeah, maybe he was unsure. Maybe they were saying, like how Shannon was talking about how he should push the safety all the way back to the end zone. So I'm guessing he should have drove into him instead of just kind of pranced in front of him. Maybe he should have drove into him. But that's why I skipped Z in fantasy, because I feel like he just don't look the same or something. I don't know, something's off, but it didn't feel right with me when I watched Zeke play. So that's why I kind of skipped him in fantasy too. I
Yeah,
feel
me
like
too.
he's now on the decline, but I don't know, something ain't right.
Yeah, I was staying away from him in fantasy this year. He was coming off a rough year, and I don't know. I haven't felt confident in him in a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Everybody at Bleacher Report, Pro Football Focus, they're like, just give Zeke time. This will pass. No, y'all said that last year too, and look what happened.
Yeah.
This may be the writing on the wall for Zeke. Maybe he just need to leave Dallas and just find a new home because they totally don't like have that confidence in him. Don't just leave it at
Doesn't
that.
look like
All right, we go to Tampa side of the ball. Tom Brady, I might be wrong, but he still got some juice left. And like he was poisoning his pocket, he was hitting his target. He threw a couple of errant passes, but that come with the game. And AB just took off. Like Chris Godwin might be the third option. Shoot, Mike Evans might be the third option because I don't know if he was dealing with an
Evans
injury.
won't do nothing. Yeah.
Some say he might be injured, but I don't know. But AB seems like he's like coming out as the number one target now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Mike Evans looked lost out there last night. I think he just had a bad game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I thought he looked kind of like sluggish. So I think he might be injured. It might be something he's dealing with. But AB was going against, like, not the best corner, but he was balling. He was making the best chances of his opportunities. And the O-line still looks stellar. Like I said, the Buccaneers, they just had unfortunate turnovers happen for them. And they really should have pulled away with this game. But the biggest sign to me was the Bucs defense. That power rush was, like, not great. I think they only had 1 sack on Dak. The linebackers in the back end, the linebackers look great. The back end look kind of iffy. Well, that was the biggest take for me. I took away from the Buccaneers game. The defense didn't look like the same Buccaneers defense from last year.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see Murphy Bunting break his arm?
I think it came out as a like dislocated elbow or something.
Yeah, that was gross.
I didn't see the actual footage. I saw him get hurt. But Shannon
I
said
did. It's gross.
I might have to go back and look. Shannon Sharp said he dislocated his elbow, and so yeah, I might have to go back and watch. I think I seen the play, but I didn't actually see the how he landed.
Yeah, it was on that CD touchdown.
Mm-hmm. What you think about the Bucs defense?
Yeah, I'm kind of like you. I mean, it's lead as it did last year, but I mean, it is week 1. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I feel like they did get put in a couple bad positions by the offense from turnovers, and I mean, they got pretty good safeties, and they still got to get Whitehead back, and then they got Winfield already. Their pass rush, I feel like the Cowboys' game plan was to get rid of the ball quick, so that could be one of the reasons why the pass rush didn't get there in time. But I'll tell you what, that dude Villavea in the middle, did you see when he pushed that center? He twitched the center all the way into the DAC, dude. That was like pure just strength. Like that was impressive.
He done it. He did it multiple times in the game. Dude's a monster. It's like he's finally back healthy. So that's huge. Once upon a time, Adam Kasu used to do that. So that's huge to have those two guys on the field at the same time together. The Buccaneers running game, it's not. I don't know. I thought Leonard Fournette is coming out as the one. Ronald Jones is just not getting it done.
After he fumbled, they kind of stayed away from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it just seemed like when it comes down to the end, like the Buccaneers offense, like one dimensional. And I don't know how far they can go with that. I really don't. Even though they signed Bernard, but he's a more pass catching back. I don't know how far they can, rely on this running game.
Yeah, it's just hard to. It's like there's definitely like some question marks for both teams. It's just hard to completely judge them off of one game,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
for World
is
Cup
true.
season.
Everybody said it is week 1, so yeah, that is a great point. Just gotta see how these boys are playing, because some of the guys did not play any preseason games. So a lot of guys were gassed, winded, cramping, stuff like that. That's one thing I do want to get into about the Cowboy game. There were some questionable calls that happened. I'm not gonna say that the PI, the non-PI call is what made the Cowboy lose. Cause I feel like the missed field goals, the opportunities not turning them turnovers into scores. Once they don't score, they only turn like two turnovers into scores. I think they only got a field goal and a touchdown on one of them. So I think they only got like 10 points up on turnovers. I might be wrong. They probably could have got 3. I'm not quite sure on that. But they didn't convert their turnovers into touchdowns. They missed field goals. They didn't run the ball enough. So I credit more of those things into them losing the game than this PI call. Do you think it was a pass interference?
It was close.
It was.
I don't think he fully extended the arm. And I don't know, man. I don't know. That was kind of bang bang. That was a tough one to me.
My emotion as a Saints fan is saying, "Oh, that's straight pass interference. Call that." But as a football fan, football knowledge guy, I said, he didn't quite extend, and the corner was kind of like out of control a little bit. So any type of nudge gonna sit on guy flying. Trust me, I know. I played corner and safety, and when you off balance, any type of bump or anything like that gonna send you off your feet. And I just feel like he didn't. If he would extend it, they would have called it. But since it was just a forearm to the chest, it wasn't enough to throw the flag. And it was just unfortunate that it really came down to that one play when the Cowboys really should be been up 10 points in this game. But that's what happens when you don't capitalize on turnovers and you miss field goals. That's why kickers are very important in this game. And that's why some people hate kickers also. But I think that that was round. A lot of people saying that was pass interference, but it's not enough evidence or enough to see him push off enough.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
It was a good game. It was a great game. I really enjoyed myself, even though I don't like neither team. But I found myself rooting for the Cowboys. Like I was going for the Cowboys. But I was enjoying seeing Buccaneers play Tom Brady and AB connection. I thought it was great to see AB bounce back and be a little bit more humble, than he used to be in Pittsburgh.
It was a star-studded game. There's a lot of stars in that game.
Mm-hmm. And most of the time Thursday night games are kind of boring, but this game was actually pretty dang good. So
yeah, that was a great one.
As y'all know, the Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 31-29. The Cowboys start at the bottom of the division, which is it's not totally a big deal because you still got Washington Giants and Eagles in the division, but there's plenty of season to play on. So that's plenty of time. Cowboys, don't be too sad today. I know I seen what's that, Scooter Magruder? That's his name? He was he was down in the field. But look, you lost to Super Bowl champs, right? So you can't be too mad.
Yeah.
And Skip Bayless coming out with this, this is a moral victory. Man, nobody don't believe in no team.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I would, if I'm a Cowboys fan right now, I'd be feeling good. I'd be very excited. I'd be excited about this season.
Because when I saw on the field, I think they are better. I think they're still better than Washington. After watching them play, I think they are better than Washington. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
You said
I think the Cowboys are gonna win that division.
Yeah, most definitely.
If they stay healthy.
You said what?
If they stay healthy.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So before we get into the NFL picks, I would just want to talk about this real fast. So I'll read 3 comments from Cam, okay? And after I read the comments, you tell me What's going through your mind after I read these things? All right, so I'm gonna start off with. All right, let's start off with this one. He said, I would have said absolutely, but listen to the truth of the matter is Matt Jones would have been uncomfortable as me as a backup. The reason why they released me is because indirectly I was going to be a distraction without being a starter. It's just my aura. That's my gift and my curse. When you bring a Cam Newton to your facility, your franchise, people are interested. Quote and quote.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't really understand. I don't really get that. It really don't make sense to me. I don't understand how. I don't know, man. Just being a backup, how's that gonna? Only way you're gonna be a distraction is if you make yourself a distraction. It's not just your aura. That's your aura is how you act, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
that
sounds to me. Yeah, I don't get that.
That's actually I came to that same conclusion as you when he said that it's just my aura. He said I'm gonna be it's gonna be a distraction as me as a backup because I'm Cam Newton. Now I was just thinking about it. I'm like, the only reason you become a distraction is when I give him 2 points. I give him 2 points on this. The only time you become a distraction in the team if you make yourself a distraction or the fans call for you if Matt Jones is Matt Jones doing really, really bad. There's only 2 things I can think of. First, I don't think the fans gonna be calling for Cam Newton because they saw what they saw last year. So they got a pretty good grasp of what Cam Newton can do. Second of all, you sound like that sounds like more of a threat to me than just you making a statement like, yeah, I'm gonna be a distraction. Yeah, because you're gonna make some noise on the bench. And you're like, yeah, I can make that throw. I can do the same thing. You're going to be a distraction to Matt Jones because you'll make yourself a distraction. That's what I'm saying. Like, I never got this whole Cam Newton thing, respecting when you had for him. Like, I never got that. I don't know why you liked him as a person. He's a good person off the field. I say that, but on the field, he's not a good person.
Oh, man, it was just, I don't know. I mean, I did like the way he played and everything, but I don't know, man. Those comments kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, like with this guy,
kind of sounds selfish.
Yeah, he is. He's selfish and arrogant and egotistical and prideful. Like, as a quarterback, you gotta be arrogant, but not like egotistical and prideful. Like, you gotta know. That's what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers. He's great, but man, who want to put up all this and that and he said, she said type junk? Nobody. And he too worried about dress up before a game than his pride and checking his pride and ego at the door. He too worried about, what hat gonna match with this and Matt Scott, I don't worry with this outfit. He too worried about, him looking glamorous instead of him being a leader and a football player. I think that was what Benjamin was talking about too. Like, the dude his whole demeanor is off-putting. And I know them type of guys. I played sport. I know these type of guys, man. Them the type of guys you don't want to hang around. You just, cause he's always by himself. And him referring to himself in third person. When Cam come into a facility, no, nobody give a crap about you. Cause look where you at now. You were released and looking for a team to play with. So it's not. So don't even like put yourself on that pedestal. If you want to look pretty and talk about yourself, then go on the talk show, go be on The View, go be on somewhere else where you can, put your face all over the place. Like, I'm getting tired of dude. It's always something. Like, he worried about, his fashion more. He worried than more his attitude and how he approached the game and how, you need to be humble in these type of situations. Like, he should look at Winston like, dang, that dude turned on Kyle. Winston was, he was childish, immature. I won't say he was prideful, but he did take pride in his game. But when he went to Saint, he changed his whole demeanor. He's like, yo, I'm getting a second opportunity. I really blessed out here. And Cam Newton don't look at it this way. Like, he should have looked at New England's whole situation like, I'm blessed to be with another quarterback and Matt Jones that help him evolve my time may have passed, but if I can be a good teammate, help him, get better, I might get another chance in the NFL. He's just dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw his hat in that interview, bro. Like, did he cut a hole out on the top?
Yeah. Dude, he's too
That
worried
looked
about
horrible.
that. No,
That
go
looked
be on the
horrible.
runway. Go do your fashion show, bro. Go start your own runway. Go into fashion if that's what you care about. Then more your leadership qualities and how you come off. Go paint your nail with Kid Cudi. Go do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dumb the way he carry himself, and he's still talking crazy with no team, and now he probably hurting his chance of getting the opportunity. Like, if I were the Bears, seriously, I would have looked at Cam Newton. I would have looked at him and say, like, wow, Justin Fields maybe can learn something from him. He might not have been a starter, but I would have signed him. So I don't want to sign him now because of how he's coming off.
Yeah, because he pretty much said, I just don't get it. I thought he said that him and Mac had a good relationship.
Yeah, and now he seem like he taking shots at Matt Jones. Like, oh, I've been distraction for him. Like, oh, he gonna do bad. That's why I don't think that they release me, because he gonna do bad and they'll be calling for my name to come take his spot. Bro, so what you trying to say? You said Matt Jones gonna stink it up?
Yeah, I don't know. He shouldn't even said all this stuff he said.
Man, dude, that's retired, man. To be honest, I dislike Cam Newton more than I dislike LeBron. I'll put it like that.
That's crazy. Okay, you hate this man. That's crazy.
I just know him from a long time.
That.
Yes, I've known him from a long time. When his Panther days, I just know him. And my dad feels the same way about him, because his whole demeanor. If New Orleans would have signed Cam Newton, I think half the fan base would have walked out. There's no way we'll support a guy like this, man. We pride ourselves on integrity.
It'd have been like you with the Lakers. It'd have been like you with the Lakers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can't root for Cam. I can't. You know, when the Lakers signed LeBron, I can't root for that, man. If the Lakers win good, the Lakers lose good. Like, I don't care at this point. I'm just waiting for the whole LeBron era to pass so I can go back to being a Laker. You know what I'm saying? Because when LeBron came Laker, everybody else want to be a Laker.
How come y'all get mad at me? Y'all get mad at me for not liking the Texans anymore.
So you just waiting for the Texans to get a quarterback you can root for? That what you waiting for?
No, I'm waiting to see where Deshaun goes.
All right. So if the Texans get a new quarterback that you actually like, you going back to the Texans?
I'm too loyal to Deshaun, bro.
Well, I'm saying, like, if Deshaun doesn't get the opportunity, or whatever, you never root for the Texans again. That what you saying?
It'd take a long time, man, because Bill O'Brien ruined that franchise, bro.
So if the Texans would have got Justin Fields, you wouldn't be like, okay.
I don't know. Maybe, but it's not even that.
Herbert.
It's just like, dude, it's like if it's not with Deshaun, bro, it's just not the same. I don't know, bro. I love Deshaun. Like, I'm a huge Deshaun fan.
But also, Deshaun did want out. So
I know that I was gonna go with him. Because, dude, look, like I said, dude, Harden wanted out with the Rockets, and I'm a huge Harden fan.
Mm-hmm.
But it pissed me off the way he handled that. Also, I'm still a Rockets fan, and they had the worst record in the league last year. So I'm loyal to them because they're not just a stupid franchise that trades away everybody for no reason. The Texans just out of nowhere trade DeAndre Hopkins for a second-round pick, bro. I can't be associated with that.
Hey,
that's sickening.
Hey, but you gotta look at it like this too, though. At least y'all was in the removed from the playoffs at least about 3 or 4 years ago. But Detroit, look at Detroit. Look at that. Look at that whole franchise. Look at Jacksonville.
I don't think there's anything worse than the Texans.
I think Detroit is there. They literally trade Matt Stafford for golf. If that's not incompetence, I don't know what is.
Well, I mean, they did get like first round picks though.
And they let go Galladay.
I mean, I'm sure Galladay didn't want to be at that crappy place anymore. Who would want to play with Jared Goff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody wants to play with Jared Goff. Dude, he chose. Think about that. Kenny Galladay wanted to go play with Daniel Jones. That's how bad he didn't want to play with Jared Goff.
Hey, Jared Goff is better than Daniel Jones. At least Daniel Jones kind of look like, but Jared Goff got a cool personality. I ain't gonna lie, like he seemed like a cool dude, but he's just a bad quarterback.
New York threw the money at him. New York threw the money at Kenny.
Yeah, pretty much. Cause they did pay him a whopping to be the number one receiver.
Yep.
I'm gonna be watching Detroit. I'm gonna keep my eye on Detroit this year, just see what happens. How Jared Goff, because I don't know the contract situation or anything like that with Jared Goff, so I don't know how long he has. Maybe the Lions are figuring like, hey, we can still tank this year and get a number one pick next year. In my honest opinion, I think the next year draft pick is gonna be between the Texans, the Lions, and maybe the Jags. I'm not high on the Jags. I don't know. They just not, all there to me. I feel like Bengals gonna be explosive, but it's all gonna come down to the defense. And I feel like Jets. I think Jets gonna be my sleeper team.
Sleeper team to what?
Make
the playoffs?
No, like not to be the dead last team to lose all the games. No, I ain't saying they make the playoffs. I think they probably be way better than people give them credit for.
We'll see.
No, so all right, let's get into
see how Zach Wilson plays.
Yeah, see how Zach Wilson plays. I think he's gonna be stellar. I think the offense is really underrated. I mean, cause you look at it, they brought in Corey Davis. They have
Elijah Moore.
Yeah, Elijah Moore. They have Michael Carter, drafted Michael Carter, and they were saying Carter, he has the ability to be like Kamara. So that really caught my eye, because this is a passing league. So if you get a guy like that on your team, then they're gonna change the whole dynamic of your offense, and that's gonna be huge for him too. And they got an underrated receiver in Keelan Cole. He showed flashes of being a great number 2. And Corey Davis, I don't know if he's in true number 1, but he can be like 1B. If you had like a true number 1, he can be like 1B. I won't consider him a 2 because he's just really good. And you got Jameson Crowder, a really, really good slot guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked up Tyler Croft. So this offense have the ability to do something, and I didn't know they had Tevin Coleman.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so with him, he just gotta stay healthy. But they have a chance to be better.
Yeah, they have some pieces,
and they got Denzel Mims.
Yeah,
we'll see he can do a little bit. He had a down year last year. I think he's dealing with injury, right?
Yeah, I think Mims is hurt right now.
Yeah, he was dealing with the injury stuff. And when all them guys, when they get the whole core like that back, I think it's gonna be special. Because Zach Wilson did show some flashes, and I'm excited about watching him play and watching Justin Fields. See what some guys can do. All right,
yeah, I think I'm very interested in this rookie class of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, studs. I believe they're gonna do something special. They almost like Josh Allen class, You had Lamar and Baker, and who else? Who's somebody else in that class?
Lamar, Baker, Josh Allen. Those are those are the only ones that are really good, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be something like that.
Josh Rosen was.
You really think Josh Rosen you don't think he didn't get enough opportunities, or he just really that bad?
He got screwed. I mean, he kind of got screwed because he only played 1 year, and then the Cardinals got the number 1 pick. Like, we got to take Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. I don't feel bad for the guy, but I kind of do because he was kind of arrogant.
He was.
Yeah, I forgot that statement he said, but it came off really just off-putting. I'm like, okay, guy. All right, let's go over the picks. All right, so everybody got their pick, Buccaneers and Cowboys pick right. Everybody kind of knew Cowboys were about coming in and just beat the Bucs like that. Week 1, so the first game is Eagles versus the Falcons. I picked the Eagles. You and T. Wright picked the Falcons. So y'all gonna have to explain this to me. Why did
no?
Huh?
The main reason I picked the Falcons is because, like, I think I'm still not 100% sure. I'm still not 100% on Jalen Hurts yet in the NFL. I do like him. I think he has potential. I just don't know if he's going to make that step yet. And then the Falcons were in, like, every game they lost last year was really close. And I just think they're going to come out with it. I don't know. I just have a feeling that they're going to come out with this one barely. I think it's going to be a tight game. They still got the offense.
Yeah, they do. All right. The reason I picked the Eagles because I'm relying on Jalen Hurts to do his thing. I saw glimpses of what he can do with the Saints, with his arm and his legs. And I think that's going to be huge for the Eagles offense and give him another dynamic because Miles Sanders, he needs some running lanes because the last couple of years has been kind of dreadful for him. And I think that if Jalen used his passing ability and his legs, he's going to open up big holes for Saunders. And the offense, the receivers, and just it's going to be explosive. I believe this offense is going to be explosive. And the Falcons' defense is, I don't know, they're going to be able to contain. Plus, like you said, you mentioned the Falcons' offense. We don't know the Eagles' defense is going to be able to contain the Falcons. So I think it's going to be probably like a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
20s to 30s. I'm really just putting my money on the Eagles and Jalen Hurts of what he can do. So that's why
I think. Yeah, I think he can go either way. I really hope you're right about Jalen Hurts because I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I want him to be good.
I wanted the Saints to get Jalen.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like Tyler thought I was crazy. Tyler like, no, man, we don't want that guy. We don't want that guy. And sure enough, that same guy come out and beat us and beat Taysom Hill offense. He's a better Taysom Hill in my opinion. He might not be as durable, like you gonna lower his shoulder and run over linebackers and crap, but he's as fast. Yeah,
he's such a good leader, man.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I see you got 28-24 for the Falcons over the Eagles. I think it'll be like 31-24 Eagles, and Falcons will have 24. All right, Steelers versus Bills. Everyone picked the Bills. I think they're just pretty self-explanatory because the Steelers' offense, Big Ben don't really travel that well, and they coming off with a horrible loss versus the Browns. So I don't know that whole mindset type thing where it's at. Defense gonna be stellar. So I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Bills gonna edge it out.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it's gonna be a defensive battle, but the Bills are gonna be a little bit better.
All right, the next one, Vikings at the Bengals. Everyone took the Vikings. I mean, just like I said, another game that you kind of just look at, you like, yeah, the Bengals not even though the Vikings are not like a playoff team, but they right there at the cusp, and I feel like the Bengals are nowhere near that, and it was just, Vikings just got too many weapons too.
Yeah, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if the Bengals did somehow win there.
Yeah,
just because of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And they got weapons.
Yeah, they do. They got tons of weapons, ton of receivers. 49ers at the Lions. Again, everybody took the 49ers. I don't think we need to explain our reason why we picked the 49ers. I think that's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Cardinals at the Titans. Everybody picked the Cardinals. I was kind of swaying back and forth. I'm simulating the game in my head how it would go, and I just don't know about that Titans defense. I just don't know about it.
I feel the same way. I think the Cardinals have an improved pass rush. Obviously, they got J.J. Watt, and then they got Chandler Jones on the other side. And I think they're going to have a better defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the main thing is Kyler's got to take a step, and if he does, they can be scary.
Yeah, exactly. If he come out and play like Russell Wilson, like I know he's capable of doing, then yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. It's gonna be downright, nasty of what this Cardinal offense can do. Seahawks at the Colts. Again, everybody picked the Seahawks. I don't trust the Colts offense yet with Wentz.
No, I ain't even seen him yet with them, so who knows?
It's the unknown, and we saw how the defense was on point versus the Bills in the playoffs, but we saw the offense kind of splutter out, and I feel like they're gonna splutter out again versus the Seahawks. I don't know if they'll be able to keep up, and because like I said, I don't know what Wentz is coming back, so I'm not confident, as you should be in Wentz because you just don't know.
Yep.
But Chargers at Washington. Everybody picked Washington. I think Chargers are a really good football team, but I don't think they're better than Washington. That defense.
Yeah, remember we said this is a bad matchup for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. And Eckler coming off the hamstring. We don't know what percent he's at. A lot of people been telling me he's good to go, but with Eckler, he might be good to go, but he's stepping out of the game, and like in second quarter, you won't be asking yourself why he's coming out the game. It's just what he does. Like, why is he come off field? Why he hasn't came back in going into the third quarter?
Mm-hmm.
I know you went through that.
Yeah.
And I should have learned from you, but I didn't. I took him in my fantasy first round. I should have learned.
Yeah, Eckler was mistake. Yeah, he was on my IR half the year last year.
Yeah, I think he missed like 6 or 7 games or something like that.
Yeah.
Going in and out of games. Like some games he played, but he didn't finish them.
Mm-hmm.
So this game also, I think I want to talk to you about. I picked the Jets. Both of you and Tyler picked the Panthers. You want to explain yourself?
I told you, man. I told you last time, man. It's the Sam Darnold revenge game, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, Sam Darnold will be giving gifts to the Jets.
Hey, they just throw them screen passes to McCaffrey and it'll make your yards look good.
Yeah, you're like, hey, keep throwing on screen passes to McCaffrey. Please do. Don't throw it to anybody else.
I hope the Panthers don't use McCaffrey like the Cowboys did Zeke. I'll be screwed.
That was rough. To be honest, if I was a Zeke owner, I'll be trading him like during the game. I'll be finding suitors during the game. Like that's how mad I'll be.
I'll be trying to find people that weren't watching.
I am not dealing with a player in fantasy that's a roller coaster. I can't stand those type of players, dude. I can't.
I've been hitting up that.
Julio was like that trade last year.
Mm-hmm.
What you say?
I said I've been hitting up that trade dude.
Man, a young guy, you can't rely on him this year.
Oh man.
They banned him, so I'm gonna try and give him this go around though. He definitely would to Zeke in the first round.
Yeah, you also benefited from him too, so don't act like you didn't.
I mean, I can never forget that night I've seen him in a trade. I forgot what it was. It was some dude. It was something stupid. It really was. I was just goofing off. I'm like, I'm just seeing this. Then like 5 minutes later, said trade has been accepted. Man, I sat up in my bed so fast. I'm like, what?
Yeah, You remember that time that like me and him made a trade and like he was arguing with you? He was like he thought that you were saying that he was ripping me off. Remember?
Yes.
he thought he was ripping me off, and I was like, "Yeah, man, you are, man. I'm giving you a great deal here."
I know. Cause when I show you his text, you like, no, he thinks he's ripping me off. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I had to reread it. I was like, I read it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. God, he was telling me. I know he was. He was so cool. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? And then the next year, y'all got vetoed the league. Some guy came to me complaining about what y'all was doing.
They probably thought he was helping me. I'd never met the dude in my life.
That's how bad the trades were. People can't complain to me like, yo, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. I said, the only way we can sell this is take a vote. This is the only way because I don't know what's going on. It seemed like he was clearing off his team to make your team better.
I know. Bro, he's they probably like, these guys are best friends and they're trying to gang up on us.
They thought
I didn't even know the dude.
David said it was like some shady stuff was going on. Oh man. But anyway, that was good times. The Jazz at the Texans, everybody to the Jazz. I mean, Texans right now. Nobody's not coming in Tyrod Taylor. And nobody's coming in that running game. They got Phil Lindsay, Mark Ingram, David Johnson. So yeah.
3 wash guys.
Oh yeah, it's like that's a wash team right there.
That's Wash City right there.
Wash City. Pretty much Wash City. Browns at the Chiefs. Everybody to the Chiefs because we saw what happened to the Browns in the playoffs. Browns is gonna have to show me they can stop Tyreek and Kelsey. But with that type of duo, you only can stop one. And I want to have the Browns figure that out. Like, hey, let's just focus on this guy. Cause I think I'll be way more scared of Tyreek than Kelsey. Cause I feel like you can disguise some stuff to try to like double cover Kelsey underneath, but Tyreek is
I'd rather it be a 20-yard game than an 80-yard game.
Exactly. I really don't work their way downfield than beat me in one pass downfield. Maybe we can get a script sack or get some couple of stops or something like create a turnover basically. And I just want to be 80-yard game. God, that's demoralizing, dude. I don't know if you play 404, but I play corner and safety. And when you lay up with a big game like a 60, 70-yarder, it hurts. It hurts bad. Like your whole morality just goes down. Like you just like, dang.
Like you remember last night when it was 16-14 Cowboys, they felt like they were getting some momentum. And then like the next drive, like second play, 50-yard touchdown to Antonio Brown, and then like the momentum just shifted right back to the Bucs.
Exactly, and the corners for the Cowboys just looking at each other like.
Yeah.
Nobody who just let AB downfield like 10 yards like that. And the corner was chasing him the whole time. It was bad. It was bad. So I really give us short stuff. Like beat me, march downfield, and beat me deep. I'm curious about this one too. I picked the Dolphins and y'all picked the Patriots. Y'all don't like Tua? I'm y'all basing it on Tua, ain't you?
Not completely. I mean, I'm really not big on Tua, but I think Patriots are going to be better this year. Their defense is more healthy this year. They got some guys back that didn't play last year because of COVID, like Hightower, and I think McCourty maybe didn't play last year because of it.
Yeah, he didn't.
And I think the Patriots are going to be better this year. I think Mac Jones is going to be he's what Belichick wants in a quarterback. And Belichick historically does good against younger quarterbacks.
Yeah, he like disguise some things for him. You don't think that the Dolphins defense is not going to just help carry the offense for him?
I do think they have. I do think they have a good defense. I think the Patriots can overcome it. I think Mac Jones is. I don't think he's going to be nothing crazy, but he's going to be what Belichick what he wants right now.
Yeah. Because right now you have the Patriots at 28-17. That's a lot of points for Matt Jones at 28. I'll say about 24, maybe 20, 21, 24. I think it'll be a defensive struggle.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it being a defensive game.
All right. Next one is Green Bay at the Saints. Everybody picked Green Bay. I mean, I think Green Bay still like the third best team in the NFL, maybe the second best. I mean, not.
I really wanted to pick the Saints. I kind of wanted to do the Saints as an upset pick, but they're in New Orleans, aren't they?
They in Jacksonville.
That's right. I forgot. I think it's gonna be closer than people think, dude. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that I think Jameis is gonna have a good game against their defense. I think he's gonna pick on their secondary. I think it's gonna be closer than people think, than y'all think.
I just worried about our receiving core. I mean, we're relying on Callaway and Tre'Quan Smith and I don't even know who our third receiver is. Maybe Devontae Harris. Maybe he's our third. I don't think he's our third. It just, man, I feel like we don't have enough firepower to try to score with Green Bay. Maybe we can make some stops. That'll be the only way we keep the game close. But we gotta go score for score. We're gonna lose this.
Yeah, y'all's defense is what's gonna have to carry y'all. But I think y'all do have a solid defense. So.
Yeah, I think our defense is super underrated because they feel like we got Bradley Roby. He won't be able to play this game, but he been because of the PED suspension. He's serving 6 games. He already served 5 last year. So he got one more to go. And our corners going to have to, last year, Lattimore got burnt up by Lazard. And, how you get burnt up by Lazard? I don't even think Green Bay had Devontae Adams at that time. I don't think they did. So that's
he was hurt that game?
Yeah, I believe he was hurt. So, yeah. It's going to be a task. Maybe we had Roby, it'd be a little bit different, but it's either going to be Trufant or Williams going to be on Lazard or maybe MVS.
Is Trufant any good anymore?
He stuck it up. His couple of years in Atlanta. Then he went to where did he go to the? No, he didn't go to the Seahawks.
He went to the Lions.
The Lions. Yes. And he was getting burnt up with the Lions. I don't know how you just fall from grace that fast. He was a Pro Bowler a couple years ago.
Yeah, he used to be nice.
Bears at the Rams. I mean, it's just pretty easy choice. Rams. The defense.
The Red Rocket ain't gonna get it done.
Red Rocket gonna be throwing some interceptions. That's the only Rockets he's gonna be throwing.
Right into Jalen Ramsey's hands.
One of them guys.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is gonna be overbearing for the Red Rocket. Ravens at the Raiders. Me and you, got Wood. We picked the Ravens. Tyler picked the Raiders. Yeah, that was a head scratcher for me.
That's surprising. I would like to hear his reasoning for
that. I don't know. Maybe he was watching TV when he making these picks or something. Something else.
Maybe it's because all the running backs got hurt or something.
Maybe that's what he's backing on. Maybe he's thinking Lamar gonna have to throw it.
Yeah, I mean that could be a problem.
He's not known for his throwing ability, and he did make that mistake versus the Bills when they made him throw it near the end zone and had an interception. I think it was a pick 6. I think you were over here when we were watching it, and he threw that pick 6. Maybe that's what he's banking on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He may be on to something.
Yeah, because the Raiders aren't slouch.
And yeah, That's the only reason I can think about. I can think why he would choose Raiders. But that's an interesting pick. I kind of raised my eyebrow. But now since you mentioned the running backs, I thought about that. He may
and Peters toward that too.
But the Raiders are gonna have to put on a show, like a defensive show. I don't know that defense is even there yet.
Nah.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he's banking on. I can dig it. They relying on Lamar Jackson and Lamar Jackson making mistakes.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, that was all of the NFL picks for week 1. I will be putting up the weekly matchups tonight. So go vote on VOL Instagram page, and you can vote on or you can vote on the Facebook page, or you can just go to my main page. Also is Swift_Legacy. I also have matchups up there that y'all can vote on, and I'm interested to see who y'all picking. You know, who's some of the games y'all think gonna be upset on. So I'm ready for this, man. Sunday cannot come fast enough, and I hope to see some good games and see some rookies break out. And I'm also gonna be keeping one eye on my fantasy team, making sure I'm doing good in that area. But y'all can catch us on VOL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Just type in VOL Sportscast and our name pop up. Like and subscribe, share with friends. I forgot to put the poll up this week, but I will be doing it tomorrow. So I'll put a poll up tomorrow. That way y'all can have something to talk about and interact on. And like we still doing callers. I'll continue to put the number out there for y'all so y'all can call into the show. And I like to say thank y'all for the support and always being there for us and just giving us good positive vibes. And we really enjoy it. So we out of here. We'll see y'all next week.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.